This is the first festival I went to when I was like 16, I think, and I saw Karen O in that tent, and things just kind of changed for me, I think, a little bit then. You know, in our school, everybody was into Oasis and you know, and Blur, and like, you know, the kind of obvious things that were happening when we were younger. But nobody was into the Yeah, and nobody had said, you know, all the Walkman, or nobody had even heard of him. I hadn't heard of him, you know, at about 16, I think 17. And when I saw her on stage, you know, and she's got the cape and she's spitting champagne and glitter, and it was just like, whoa, it just blew my mind. And then after that, you know, I think it was just the beginning of something, you know, the beginning of something like stirred inside me. Then it's like, you don't have to just look to what's directly around you, I suppose. So I started looking further afield, and I think that was quite a big deal. I mean, too many people like have bad things to say about festivals. Like, if you don't like them, don't fucking play them. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are alright taking the check, aren't they? And then oh, I don't like him. It's like, shut up. I think knowing that people have spent money, I think knowing that people have waded through shit for 3 days, knowing that people have been pissed on for 3 days, you know, out there, and like, if you can't G yourself up for that, you know, if you can't G yourself up for 20,000 kids who've waited 4 days to see you in the freezing cold, there's something wrong, isn't there? So they're them, I suppose. They G me up.
And then she's here, and then she's gone, never to be seen again. I try not to think of you, but think of nothing else.
Obviously, I think with the festival set, that there's that, you know, there's that thing where not everybody's there to see you, you know. So there are going to be people wandering past, going, "Oh yeah, go on, check these out." So you perhaps play your more direct songs, I suppose. You know what I mean? There'll be no acoustic. You know, like, there'll be no softer songs. I don't think. It's like, hit him, you only get an hour. I mean, I don't give a shit how this sounds. Like, our fans are amazing. And before we go on, like, you know, they're singing the songs already and stuff, and that's a buzz. You know that you're gonna be all right if they're singing your songs before you're even on. Gets a bit frantic at the last minute and a half. I'm not really. That's my least favourite time, I reckon. That minute and a half, when you're walking up and you just. The worst one is when they say, oh, you know, you're on at 9 o'clock. We need you by the side stage at 8:45. Well, you don't, do you? Well, I've got there 15 minutes. Do you know what I mean? I'll be there at 8:59. So sometimes when you're just waiting around, it's horrible. I don't drink anymore. Well, not before I go on stage. And it's weird because, you know, when you used to have like a few drinks, like, it kind of, you find that it'll like kill the nerves, I suppose. But then when you're on, you're not 100% sharp, are you? So I think now if you don't have a drink, you get perhaps a bit more nerves. But then when you're on, you're in complete control. You know what you're doing.